The sad reality is, though, in getting partnerships in motorsports, for the most part, big companies don't really care how fast you are. As I like to say, I don't really care how fast you are, because it has very little impact on my life as a whole. Okay? It's nice to be fast, and yes, there are some a few limited places where being the fastest is the most important. But for the most part, it's like, I've got problems, okay? I've got to work every day, and I've got a boss who I don't particularly like, and he doesn't particularly like me, and he sets up certain objectives for me and stuff that I'm supposed to accomplish, and I've got lots of people like you sending me proposals saying, I'm a great person, please give me money, and I've got a certain model of car that's stacking up and we can't sell, and we got to figure out a way to move that metal, and get to my personal life. I've been divorced twice, so I've got 2 ex-wives out there trying to suck the life out of me. So I got problems. And to be honest, most motorsports proposals I see don't address my problem. Okay? I'm looking for someone to solve my problem. So the motorsports proposal that says, I'm a great race car driver, and I really think you should sponsor me, to be honest, I never read those because I could care less, okay? What you need to figure out how to do, and you can do that by learning the terminology that I deal with, is help me solve my problem. The story I was just about to get into, with the first year we did the shootout and had 9 people for the MX-5 Cup shootout. So there were 9 national champions in the U.S. in club racing who had an opportunity to get a full ride in the Playboy MX-5 Cup. And they all sent proposals in. And of the 9 proposals, my first response is they're all garbage, we shouldn't have a winner this year. And then everyone, I tend to be the little off-the-cuff one. These 2 help keep me rational. They're the rational ones, I'm the emotional one. And then they said, no, we have to have someone. I said, well, the only proposal at all worth anything is this one gentleman's proposal. And they say, Jim, are you kidding? You thought that was a good proposal? I said, yes, he should just get the shootout and we should just award it to him because he has a great proposal. And they're looking at me and are talking on the phone like, Jim, you're out of your mind. What was it you liked about the proposal? Well, I look at that proposal the way I do any proposal. And this is pretty typical of a big company. That proposal had a good cover letter. Dear Mr. Jordan, dear Mazda, I have a solution to your problem. I'm going to help you sell more cars, and in the next few pages, I'm going to explain to you the ways I'm going to help you sell more cars. And I really think we should be partners. And then he had a one-page executive summary, a quick summary, so I could see step by step what he thought. I said, oh my God, someone gets it, a good proposal, so he wins. And every other one didn't win. Well, these guys, my partners, of course, Dean's an engineer by trade, okay? So Dean, as an engineer, he looks every step of the thing, every step of the way. And John has a background too, where he's much more meticulous on details. I was treating this the way I do every proposal. Well, they basically begged me to read the rest of the proposals, which I did, and then I was back on my thing where no one wins, they all stink, we're not going to do this thing at all anymore. But that's why we created this seminar, to help people learn what people like me, because I'm the filter. Okay, you guys know oil filters, air filters, right? Well, I'm the proposal filter. So I'm the guy you have to try to get by in order for someone to legitimately look at your proposal and maybe help you out. Now, the terminology of business is totally different. Okay, Dean if I were you in the audience and I didn't know what ROI was before I read this, I sure wouldn't raise my hand. Dean, who's going to raise and say, hey, I'm ignorant. Return on investment is something you need because, to be honest, for me and my job, it's all about ROI. That's what I think about more than anything. And that's basically, if I spend $1 with you on your effort, whatever it is, I'm expecting you to give me $5, $10 worth of value in return. Okay? So if you talk about ROI, first, if your proposal brings up ROI, you're ahead of 90% of the people. I also joke with young racers, if you don't know exactly what some of this terminology is, throw it in your proposal because at least it makes you look good. B2C, business to consumer. Most of your people think all the sponsorship is business to consumer. It's really not. It's really, most people don't go racing to see the side, the word on the side of the car. What we like to joke about is the famous word exposure. We're going to give your company exposure by racing. Well, big corporations, to be honest, they have enough exposure. They can care less about any exposure. No one's going to read the sign. Exactly. What they want is how you can help them sell more product, or how you can help them sell more product. There's also co-op and barter. John Doonan, who's going to talk in a second, he is the king of the co-op and the barter deal. He does a lot of that sort of stuff for Mazda. DMA is just some more jargon to give you. And again, DMA is a designated market area. If you know this terminology, you're not 100% sure what it is. Where DMAs are important, designated market area again. Let's say you have a race series that's going to Toronto and Montreal and Quebec City and Edmonton, just as an example. Well, those are all to companies and companies' advertising agencies. And frankly, your racing program is in competition for other marketing and advertising things. They're all based in the world of DMAs. So if you could just talk to, again, someone like me and say, look, we're going to the DMAs of these cities and rip them off, the person on my end, okay, is going to say, wow, I'm talking to someone who knows my job a little bit and understands my reality a little bit, and you're just more likely to get my attention that way. And again, you're just trying to get an opening. I'm the filter, okay? You're just trying to get through me, the filter.
Last thing that Jim said, that I stole this line, he's going to sue me here after this weekend, but become a student of the game. This is a business. So as much as you study chassis setup, go over data, figure out ways on your GoPro Grand camera to be quicker through a certain corner, that's great. You need to study all that as a driver. But the bottom line is this is a business. And we're going to talk about how that's evolved over the decades. But you've got to be a student of the game. I love it when Racer Magazine and Auto Week and Speed Sport News and all those things show up in my mailbox. I love reading those. But it's the Wall Street Journal in the money section that shows up in the USA Today in front of your hotel door. Those are the resources. They're going to help grow your program and your budget and sustain it year after year.
Next little link, this is a small print to read, but the three of us have been working together for 6 years. And this is all the things that have happened in the last 6 years. And it's kind of an overwhelming list. Some of these are specific to racing series that have come and gone. Formula BMW, gone. BWTD ICA, born and died. Mustang series, created and killed. Number of series that have gone out of it. There are car companies kind of business. Pontiac, Saturn, Mercury, Hummer. Sold, Chrysler, Volvo, Saab, Jaguar, Aston Martin. Bankruptcies of General Motors, Chrysler, Saab. I mean, it's just overwhelming, the number of changes that we've had to react to. And on top of all that, we get hit with things like the Japanese earthquake. Mazda didn't build a car for 3 months. 3 months of zero production. And racers say, hey, can you increase your budget for my team? It's like, do you not read the papers? Flood in Thailand impacted the global auto industry. And for any Japanese car company, since 2007, we've seen a 40% shift in currency adversely towards us. So all of a sudden, you're looking at, you want more. We've got 40% less to work with, virtue of things that we had no control over. And if you're not aware of these things, I mean, this is what John said, you need to be aware of things that are happening beyond just your race series and your racing.
There's a million other companies with similar examples.
Yeah, every company has a different list, but this was just the list that came up of, from my standpoint, the communication, all these different Formula Car magazine, gone, National Speed Sport News, gone, but I was just told by Jim that it may be back. Import Racer, Tuner Performance Report, Sport Compact Cars, some of the magazines that used to give us great editorial coverage, they're all out of business. That really directly impacts, ROI and where we want to spend money.
The example I like to use is there was some marketing company for motorsport sponsorships that was selling lots of young racers a package that included a beautiful DVD of their motorsports. And basically the proposal was all on a DVD. And I could tell someone's out there selling because I got, like, within a short period of time, just a bunch of them in a row. Well, at that point, my computer at work didn't play DVDs. So I got all these beautiful DVDs, and they just went right into the garbage because I had no way to look at it. So what Dean is saying is right. You got to somewhat think the lowest common denominator here, okay? In a business environment for a big company, they tend to be really conservative. You send me a big file on email, it just gets blocked, okay? I can't get it. Anything above 5 meg, I don't get email-wise. So you really need to think lowest common denominator. Another thing, the PDF file is very important because they haven't found, at least that I know of, a virus that can go on a PDF file. Word files have viruses. So I'm very cautious about opening a Word file from someone I don't know, but I will open a PDF file, assuming I have time, and the initial letter at least piques my interest a little bit. It's also know your target, okay? We love feedback from these seminars, and there was actually a few people here at the show that attended our seminars before. I was talking to one of them last night who said, you know, I took one thing away from your PRI seminar that was really good, and I still use it today, and it's been effective. And so now this is where I'm going to work that word in because it meant something to her. But in understanding your target, you got to put yourself in their shoes. And one of the magic words in marketing, if you're going to go after extra money, and is the word launch. Right now we're trying to launch the Mazda CX-5. It's our new sport utility vehicle. It's got some new technology. We're really excited about this vehicle. Because we're launching it, we get extra money to launch something because it's always expensive to launch a new product into a new area. So if you're looking for a business partner and you're looking through the business pages and you get to the point where you see some company, especially a local company, is launching something, that's like fireworks should be going off and the gospel chorus is singing hallelujah, because those people in that company are going to have extra money to launch that project. And they're also going to have extra money to do unique situations. Again, as an example, the other part of my job is in launching the CX-5. Most of my time right now is spent on a program I'm doing with Universal Pictures in the Lorax movie. You won't see much of it in Canada. Heather's been trying, but we won't see a ton in Canada. But in the US, it's a huge program we're doing. I would never get to do that except because there's a launch. So launch is one of those magic words. If you have a company you're interested in and looking at it, and you find out by reading the business pages, the journal, that they're launching a new product, or even a race thing out there. If someone's launching something new, just be aware there's what I call funny money. They have extra money to try new and unique situations. And face it, your motorsports program is a unique situation. It's alternative, it's different. But that's a big opportunity. So let's just slow down for just 1 second, because I do want to talk about something, and this is something close, near to Dean's heart. But the charity and no wasted space end. Okay? If you've got a race car and you're racing somewhere and you don't have a partner that's helping you do it, don't be afraid to go to the charity angle. Because what the charity angle can do for you is, first, it's not wasting space, but it can also help you network. For example, Dean, and we're going to show you some pictures, Dean's cause is animal rights and adopting shelter animals, okay? And Dean has put together a huge program to do that. Now, as an example of what's happened because of this, and great benefit of Dean, but there's other people in your community that share that same passion for that cause. And by becoming involved in that charity, all of a sudden you're starting to network and you're meeting people that share that cause. And potentially, that animal shelter is having a fundraiser. Hey, I'm going to put you on your car. We're going to try to raise money. We're trying to get donations by lap, whatever you want to do. How about I bring my car to that fundraiser? Well, you get to a fundraiser where there's going to be all these very influential people in the community, top business executives, that sort of thing, and it gives you an opportunity to meet and network with those people. Well, we found that after the fact that one of the biggest supporters of the Humane Society of the United States is Mary Holman George. Well, she happens to be, she owns the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I mean, she just has a little influence in motorsport. And she now knows much more about Mazda Motorsports, and I'm not convinced that part of how we got to negotiate the Mazda Road to Indy was because Mary Holman George knew that Mazda did all this animal rights things because Dean made sure she knew and met her to discuss it. So don't waste any space. If you have white on your car, find a charity, something that you're passionate about, represent that charity, but represent it to the sense that you're really representing. You're meeting the people at the charity. You're trying to meet the board of the directors of that charity, even the local one, because those people are the movers and the shakers in the business community that you're trying to reach, and those are the kind of people that are hard to meet to just get a meeting with. If you meet them at a charity function, you're both there for the same reason, the same thing, and it just gives you an opportunity to build that rapport. And who knows, maybe you'll get a meeting, or maybe that person knows somebody else who knows.